What's up, YouTube? Robert the Coroner Drapp here, and I am here for another edition of Trash TV Thursdays. This is where I go on ahead and talk about maybe a show or a YouTube channel that maybe doesn't give out the greatest information or really do anything super relevant in the current world. Now, a lot of the shows that I've covered are just pure entertainment and don't really do anything besides that, and that's fine. But one of the ones I want to talk about today is the Marvel and the DC universe in television. Personally, I've always felt that that Marvel's niche is movies, with the exceptions of the Netflix series. You know, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, the new Punisher coming up in a couple days, and Luke Cage. Now, those shows on their own, and Daredevil. Again, these shows on their own, fine, perfectly great. Put together very well, casted very well, acted extraordinarily well, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the TV universe. And on syndicated TV, really, I have to give the edge to DC. Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, all four of those shows, produced by the same person, same team, really well coordinated, and most importantly, in my mind, they keep a damn good canon, and they kind of blow a lot of the other TV shows out of the water. They're all on the CW, which is amazing to me. It's like, how did the CW end up with four amazing shows? And really, I kind of want to reverse engineer this for you. So you start out with Arrow. The Green Arrow has, in my mind, kind of long-standingly been a bit of a joke. He's a human archer, very much in the vein of, I can shoot things very accurately. And Steve Amell has done an amazing job bringing Oliver Queen from the boxing glove shooting Green Arrow comic book to a gritty, real-world, flawed human being who has had to deal with so many different things that it's kind of brought the Green Arrow multiple times to a duality of moral existence or moral crisis, and I find that very, very compelling television. So it can be qualified trash TV because if you really look at it, you could apply a lot of the things that Oliver learns to your own life, and therefore take home a little bit of a life lesson. Now, when the first couple seasons of Arrow went very well, they decided to go on ahead and have the Flash come in. Now, the Flash and the Arrow, the Flash and Green Arrow, were therefore made in the same canonical universe, the same sort of things happening, and having it help. And there's even a little bit of Batman in Arrow, and I love it. It's like, I can't believe they haven't mentioned it yet, or at least, I don't think they ever did up until about season 4, when I kind of fell out of regular viewing with it. And that's when, you had Arrow regularly appearing on Flash regularly appearing on Arrow, So maybe they did eventually mention Batman, but I don't know. The feeling at this point, after Flash, got a couple seasons and it was successful, they decided to go on ahead. ABC did, and they licensed the rights to Supergirl, which was, for me, a landmark moment because this is one of the big three TV broadcasters who put out some of prime time's most influential TV shows, and they already had Agents of Shield on there, which was still working with the Marvel Universe canon. So they had something already from Marvel that was doing well, and they decided to take on something from DC. Now, problem is, they decided that they weren't going to work with the same Flash Arrow canon, and only had one crossover episode with Flash, and that came, I believe, late in season 2. Now, thing is, it didn't do that well. It actually viewed very poorly with the comparisons to Arrow and Flash, and then Legends of Tomorrow came in, and that just it didn't help what was going on with Supergirl at all. So eventually, ABC let it drop, and CW picked it back up, and therefore integrated Supergirl into the DC TV universe. And I think that actually just made the show better. Because, yeah, you've got Supergirl and Superman to a lesser extent. Because Superman did appear on Supergirl. And it then turned into, okay, now we've got these guys firmly entrenched in a world where the mythos has been established. And even further still, Arrow had developed a Suicide Squad. They had Suicide Squad. They had a Deadshot. They had a bit of a... There was one scene where Amanda Waller was walking through the cells, and Harley Quinn has a voice line. You don't ever get to see her, but she's there. And it's like, you've created Suicide Squad. You've set it up. Why the hell did we get Will Smith playing fucking Deadshot? You didn't have to do it. And I still disagree with Justice League. And I guess you could kind of push it that this isn't really Justice League in the fact that Batman's not really... Batfleck is not really Batman, in the fact that he's willing to kill people and use guns to do so. So it's just some rich asshole who wants to play it being Batman versus whatever, dark side, coming out. But the Marvel TV universe only really has one leg to stand on. They really don't have anything else in syndicated TV, and that is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, I'll admit, my knowledge on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a bit limited in the fact that I have only watched, I think it was up to season 3. I don't quite remember, and it's been quite a while since I've sat down to watch it, but I did highly enjoy it. They decided to stick with the canon that was established in the movies and to have the intervening gaps kind of filled in with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as to what they're doing while the Avengers are doing Avenger things was very nice. I liked it. And personally, if I have the time, I will eventually go back and decipher if they've gone on ahead and done anything with the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 universe added in and the Thor Ragnarok universe added in. Speaking of, if you get a chance to go see Thor Ragnarok, go see Thor Ragnarok. But I wouldn't recommend like doing a prime time, like, you know, late evening showing. It's not that important, and it's not that great. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Good movie, not great. This is, I think it's the fact that they're trying to get to Infinity War, and spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You had your chance to click to, I want to say 3 more minutes from now, but you didn't do it, so here we go. Fact of the matter is that there was an after credit scene in Doctor Strange that I really didn't get at the time, which was Thor ending up in the Sanctum Sanctorum of Doctor Strange, and therefore, while sitting down talking to Stephen Strange, he was given a beer, drank it, it refilled itself, and he was talking about Odin trying to find him, and therefore Loki was also apparently with him. Now, Doctor Strange does indeed help Thor find Loki. It does help Thor find Odin. So I really loved the continuity of that. I really loved the fact that they went on ahead and they added a bit of a bit of, this is why this scene happened, this is where we're going. Thank you for skipping ahead of the spoilers, but I'll tell you this much right now. The fact that Marvel has been doing this for so long and integrated scenes from one movie to the next to different shows and kind of makes it all fit together. They're rushing to get to the Infinity War, and I think they need to stop. I think Marvel needs to take a deep breath, take a seat, take a year off, maybe 2, and just breathe. Now, there are those out there who do not like Joss Whedon. That's your personal opinion. I like his work. I loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I liked Angel. I've never seen all of Firefly, and I don't know if I ever really will, because I also still want to see Dune, which I've never seen, and I'm talking about Frank Herbert's original Dune. I'm talking the one with Patrick Stewart. The good one. I mean, I know it exists, and it's on my wish list as far as things go for Amazon for Christmas, but I don't know kind of if I'll ever get there and see it, but I'm sorry, no. I don't know when I'll get there to see it, but I will. And I think that the problem with Marvel is they need to sit down and they need to take a minute and they need to just stop. Go back to formula. Go back to phase 1. Go back to the wonderment and awe that they approached each movie with. And I think that it's very, very telling that they've had 2 movies in the last however many months. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Thor Ragnarok, using sort of similar visual styles and audio track work. And both of them haven't been that great. Personally, in the hierarchy of this is one of the most amazing films to have ever happened in the Marvel comic universe, to this thing sucked, I'd rate it as a solid. I would rate Guardians 2 over Thor Ragnarok. Yes, Thor Ragnarok was a lot of fun. It was very good, but the pacing was schizophrenic. It went fast, 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 slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. No, you need to consistency is the key. Build, take your time. You are Disney Marvel, and from what I understand, Fox is selling off the rights to the Marvel comic universe that they own to Disney, and this may lead to the Fantastic Four being part of the MCU again. And in my head, they could do a lot worse than declaring Fan Four Stick non-canon, just letting the original one stand because I fucking liked it. I don't care what you all say. I loved the original Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, because Dr. Von Doom actually looked like fucking Doctor Doom. Or at least what you would get if you made a real world equivalent. So, but the trash TV end of all of this is that Marvel does a lot of the same things over and over and over again, and so does DC. I mean, Arrow is a prime example of that. There's very many times where it's basically, oh my god, Oliver didn't tell us about Thing. And Thing was a thing he could have told us about, and it's a dark secret from before. Really, guys? How many times are you going to play that card? But Marvel doesn't do much better. It's very much, why did Tony do Thing? He could have told us about Thing coming up, and no. Also, looking again, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going. I had to think about it there for a second, but I'm not going to do it. I will say this: if you paid attention to some of the points in previous Marvel comic movies starring Thor, the developments that happen in the later ends of Thor Ragnarok are not a surprise. The things that they do after are, or at least a little unexpected, but in the end, not really all that big a shocker. Come on, guys. You've got tools in the bag. You've got all of Golden and Silver Age Marvel to draw from. You've got new, exciting writers who are doing daring things with the stories that have been previously established and make great comic books by including diversity in their cast and I'm not just talking about women and people of color. I'm talking about having characters that are deep and complex, and you could see different parts of them being different things, and they're human. No matter what race they are, they're human. And it's great. So, maybe not so much trash to come in the future if they employ these people, which might put me out of a job, or at least out of a one-day-a-week podcast. But, truth be told, and I'm not going to edit this part out, I'm kind of running down to the bottom of the barrel here, guys. I don't really know what else as far as trash TV, and I didn't know how far this would really take me, but I'm enjoying the ride so far. And I've just spent the better part of 20 minutes yammering on about my favorite thing in the world, and that's comics, so maybe I keep talking about it. I would love to get to know Ghost Rider, and I might cover that one next. And shocker, I liked the Ghost Rider, the first Ghost Rider movie. Didn't like the second one. But you know what I do like? I like all of you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting. Please throw a like on there and share it out. Hit the bell for some notifications because I do videos every day. I've got another video planned for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. The video I have planned is probably going to be terrible. Another Rob's Random ROMs. Oh God, I forgot what I'm playing. I forgot what I've got on the docket to play. Hang on. Do I even want to know what I have to play tomorrow? Let's see. Games for tomorrow. Oh. The title confuses me a bit because, again, all I did because I want to go into it fresh is I hit the random number generator to see what would come up, and I came up with I Can Remember. I don't know what's going on with it, but maybe it'll be an RPG. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But again, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.